We made a mead with raisins a year ago. What does it taste like? First off, it has a really nice color. I don't know how well you can see that. Hopefully you can see it fairly well. It really looks beautiful. It's got a lovely like golden brown, golden amber-ish color. Something about the sound of pouring like that. I don't know what it is. It's just very soothing. This actually reminds me of whiskey, the way it looks. It really does. It looks like a whiskey. We say that often, but I think in this case it actually works. Now this is 13.5%, so it's kind of, you know, on the medium end.
The
smell is sweet.
aroma is super sweet.
Raisin honey. That is exactly what it is. Raisins and honey. You know, shocking, right? Raisins and honey. What do you know?
Who knew?
Lovely on the smell. Very full-bodied, very rich, very strong. I'm taking it. So she's already doing it. Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's on the sweeter side. Yeah,
I would put this more into the dessert wine category.
Really? You think it's that sweet? I don't think it's quite that sweet.
It's got that, like, almost cordial texture to it. To me.
Fair enough. Hey, you know, everybody has a different say in the way things taste. It's very warming, is what I get. This is one of those, I wouldn't want to chill it. I want this room temperature. Definitely get the raisin flavor, which I actually really enjoy. Definitely taste the honey. The honey comes through.
I can see this added to tea to make like a hot toddy, and that would be really lovely.
Eggnog.
Ooh, eggnog.
This would be really good added to eggnog. On the flavor profile though, first thing I get is the honey sweetness actually. Then I taste the raisin, and the tannic quality of the raisin is actually really, really nice. There's just enough acidity here too, that it's got a little more brightness than you would think. And then I get that little tiny bitter flavor at the end, and back comes the fruitiness of the raisin for me.
And when I do the drink and then exhale through my mouth type thing, I'm getting a little bit of that, what I keep calling smoky, but it's really not smoky, it's just
caramely.
A thing that I get from dried fruit fermented. It's very pleasant. I really like it. It's like s'mores, or I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. That charred kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's cooked.
And I think that's why I keep saying smoky.
This is my kind of mead right here. I like this a lot. Shocker. I knew I was going to like this one. It is a little thin. Just a touch thin. I'd like it to have more full-bodied.
I'm not getting that experience at all. I think
I'm comparing this to my Methicillin, okay? Compared to that, this is thin. I mean, it's not bad, just a little thin. It's mildly thin. It's not skinny. It's just mildly thin. Getting a little bit of even some spices in there. Almost a cinnamony kind of thing.
And maybe like a touch of citrus too. Almost.
Yeah, we may have put some citrus in this. I'm not sure.
It has a lovely complexity. It's more on the complexity level that I tend to enjoy. Where yes, it's obviously raisins and honey, but there's so much more going on there that the combination of those different elements together and then the fermentation process has brought out. And so I really appreciate this, and I am ready to give it a score. I'm
almost ready to give it a score. I need a little bit more. This is a tough one because I could go two ways on this, and I'm not sure which way to go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 9.
8.5.
I was going 8.5 or 9. I wasn't sure which.
I was going 9 and then 8.5.
Yeah, this is at the top end. It's top of the scale. I gave it a 9 simply because that little tiny bit of wateriness, and it's mildly oversweet. But as a cordial, like an after dinner drink or something, this is wonderful. This would be really fantastic. Mixed into other things, really amazing. Not the best we've ever made, but up there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely up there.
I agree with Brian's assessment that I feel like it's a little too sweet. But the complexity and the different flavors that I'm getting from this, and even the mouthfeel that I'm getting that apparently Brian is not getting.
I get mouthfeel, it's just a little bit.
I'm really enjoying. So I kept flashing in my head the different things that I've really enjoyed, and I'm like, yeah,
this rivals them.
This is up there. It's not.
This might be top 10 for me.
But it's
might be in
very nice.
In my top 10, top 15 for sure.
I know when we made the Raisin Wine, that was just
That was sort of a joke that turned out to be okay.
a exercise in ridiculousness, and now this is the serious, mature.
Yeah, and this worked out. And you know, I think this is why raisins were used in mead, not really as a nutrient as much as for a flavor enhancer and a color enhancer.
Yeah.
I really think that's why they were used. Because it really does change it from just a straight honey mead to something much more complex, much more serious. And raisin wine is a thing in Italy. I know in Italy they make raisin wine. It's dried grape wine is really the way they call it. And it's a very expensive thing. I can't think of the name right now. I think it begins with a P. Somebody will tell me. And it's a serious thing, and they take it, you know, it's a real important wine. So making that into a mead, we kind of just got the same idea across, and I think it works wonderfully.
I attribute raisins to being kind of like our gateway drug, and I know that sounds really ridiculous, but bear with me for a moment, because there were so many recipes that we found where people were using raisins as an addition to their meats. So we're like, okay, well, all these people are doing it, we might as well try it. And the more we use them, the more we start to appreciate that flavor and realized it wasn't necessarily the raisin that we were enjoying so much, but the dried fruit. And that's why I say it's our gateway drug.
And that's why we started using dried fruit a lot of the time.
Now I wouldn't put dried fruit in like everything.
We kind of
dried cherries, dried blueberries, dried mango,
I haven't done dried cherries.
Everything. Dried everything.
But overall, this is a great mead. If you haven't tried it yet, you should go make this. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.